I have just removed the clutch from the engine. This clutch was bolted to the flywheel at a couple points, and just removed this, and I'm going to be discussing the different parts of the clutch and what they do. So first off, here we have the clutch plate. This is what actually is connected to the transmission through this geared bearing here in the middle. And this is actually the plate which contacts the flywheel. It gets pushed onto the flywheel, and these surfaces here, through friction, transmit the power from the engine to the transmission. So this can come off. And what we have is the pressure plate, which is this thing here. The pressure plate is connected to the clutch housing through a bunch of steel springs here. You can't really see it, but it's a steel bar. There's 3 of them, so it flexes when pressure is applied. So this pressure plate pushes the clutch plate onto the flywheel, causing that friction to transmit the power. And not much else to this, just the clutch housing and the pressure plate, as well as those little bars that act as the springs. On the back here, this is what the clutch housing looks like. Again, fairly simple. It bolts to the flywheel in several points. And one last thing here, on the clutch plate itself, we have these springs you can see. This acts to damp some of the force when the pressure plate or the clutch plate just engages the flywheel right away. You don't want suddenly jolting. It causes rider discomfort, and it may also damage components. So we have these springs here to dissipate some of the energy when it initially contacts, and a non-moving part, or a part moving slower than the engine, contacts a part moving faster, which is the flywheel. This is looks to be the standard clutch housing and clutch assembly from just the Mazda, so the stock for the naturally aspirated engine. Probably not going to hold the torque and horsepower that I want after upgrading the engine, so I'm going to have to upgrade to probably an aftermarket, something like XEDI, or some sort of aftermarket clutch. I'm still going to go with a full clutch plate instead of the puck design because I do want smooth transmission of power, whereas the puck design, like the 4 or 6 puck, does hold more torque and power, but is not as smooth a transmission of power, not a smoother ride.